Now imagine this, you're a high school student in today's society. You have a gigantic workload already with extracurriculars and homework just from regular hours. Extending the school day would not help with education because first off, activities would be moved back. So the times that they're starting would be pushed back. So rather than starting at like 4 o'clock, they'd start at like 5 or 6, which would keep students out longer, which would decrease the amount of sleep that they get every night. Students need, teenagers especially, need 9.25 hours of sleep every night in order to actually function as adults and as teenagers to comprehend what they're learning. Secondly, more homework means that they're up later, and again, they wouldn't get the regular amount of sleep that they need, which means when they're going to school early already, they're not comprehending anything until later in the day when they finally wake up. And then once they do wake up, all of the stuff in the beginning of the day isn't remembered. So at the end of the day, they're exhausted because they've been at school for so long. Because just imagine getting up at 7 a.m. and staying till school till 4 or 4:30 or 5 rather than like 3 or 3:10. Third off, the more stress that you would get because of the more homework load and the longer class hours and the more time spent in the school building will just build up that stress. And the stress that students have now has been compared to people in insane asylums because it is that much with that much of a workload that they're getting already. Although some might say that extending the school hours would actually help their knowledge because they'd be there, they'd be learning more. But the more that you add to their plate, the more stressed they're going to be. And when they're stressed, they're not going to be able to function properly. If school is extended, depression levels can be raised. Anxiety levels can be raised. Stress levels can definitely be raised. They won't have time for the activities that they love and they need to help reduce those stress levels, to help keep them from going insane while trying to navigate through school, through being a teenager, and through everything else in life. Not only that, but say they have a job after school. They wouldn't be able to go to that job until 5 or 6 o'clock at night because school would be pushed back, and then they would make less money that they might be saving up for college to further themselves in the future, and they would again be up later that night after they got done working because then they would have to go home and do all the homework that they have from the extra class hours that they have due to school ending at a later time.